Blake Monroe debuting in NXT. Mariah May, formerly Mariah May, is now Blake Monroe, and she has her official contract signing next week on NXT, but they played a vignette for her this week on NXT programming. Very Sabrina Carpenter-esque. It gave that the rich preppy daddy's girl, all that stuff, Pretty in Pink vibe to it. I'm a huge fan of this gimmick and believe she's going to knock it out of the park with it.
I think so I have a couple thoughts because there was so much controversy surrounding her name, and people were quick to blame WWE. It wasn't WWE. She came up with this name. Like she's honoring her niece with Blake, honoring Marilyn Monroe with the last name. So it's like, I get that people have a hard time accepting new names, especially ones that are so different from their previous name. And when it comes to WWE, you expect wrestlers to come in and, even ones that made big names for themselves in other companies or in the indies, like, that they're going to get a new name. And historically, that has not been great. Especially under Vince. I don't think we haven't seen it as much with Triple H because like a lot of the people he's brought in were either rehires or people who didn't get brand spanking new names. So she's kind of like the first one that I would say has like a drastically different name. I mean, I don't like how it doesn't roll off my tongue.
Okay.
I don't think it's bad though. Like I like that there's a reason behind it. I like that it's not like so in your face like Marilyn Monroe. And then the other thing is people trying to say that she's being a ripoff of Toni Storm.
That is bullshit. They're so different.
This is the thing too. People are so and I don't mean this like in a disrespectful way as it comes off because this term can be used in that way, but they're very ignorant when it comes to like Hollywood eras. And the era of Hollywood that Toni Storm is portraying is like 30, 40 years before what we're seeing with like Marilyn Monroe. People are like, Toni Storm is being Marilyn Monroe. No, she's not. Watch one clip of Marilyn Monroe from the 50s or 60s and please explain to me how that's at all close to Toni Storm.
Because, Sarah, it's black and white. That's why they're that dumb. Like, they can't think.
But I mean, Marilyn was known for having like a high-pitched voice and blah blah blah, like she did not talk about tits and stuff like that. Like that was not what she was doing the way that Toni Storm does. So it's like that was also such a crazy reaction to me because it was like these AEW diehards just quickly turning their back on
it's unbelievable.
Blake. And it was like, guys, what are we doing? Like,
it's unbelievable, the tribalism. It's so fun to watch from the middle and just watch both sides go at it. And something like that. Toni Storm, it's Toni Storm's doing black and white movies when audio was first invented for movies. They were introducing audio into movies.
She's like in the like 20s and 30s era of and it's like people don't realize that the 50s and 60s, which Marilyn Monroe was famous during, so different. Like that era of women were so different than the 20, 30 years before. It's like, and I get it, a lot of fans are not old enough or they're not cultured in that regard to understand. But like I said, it takes a quick YouTube video. Like if you want to see how Marilyn Monroe was, it's nothing like Toni Storm. So that was like, it's just not. And so I don't know. I'm interested to see where this goes. I'm excited because I mean there aren't any girls right now in WWE that have this type of gimmick. So
she's gonna knock it out of the park with that. I'm very excited. Did you see that she pitched the WWE shop about the bathwater soap?
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't. I hate to be that guy.
Well, they might. I mean, if you can, they might have like trademarked it or whatever. That company that did it with
Dr. Squatch.
Yeah, if Sydney Sweeney, like if they don't, I don't know how that works.
No, it's like a parody thing. They can get away with it. They can absolutely do it. part of like communication law or communications law class. I took media law. Thank you. Couldn't think of it. Freaking Jesus. Mine's going at 1,000,000 miles per hour. But it's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited to see her wrestle. I wonder who her first feud will be against.